It's the Britt Rachelle Show. Do, do, do. I remember the first time I played Spyro the Dragon. Stunning graphics, peak gameplay. It really was a perfect game all around. So naturally, Sony updated it. Spyro the Dragon's a classic, beloved by many. Its original release in 1998 was remastered in 2018 to give a fresh coat of paint and round out some of the edges. We're introduced to the world of dragons via a live interview with some of its colorful residents, who are updating the viewers at home with the current status of the dragon realms. When asked about a villain named Nasty Nork, one dragon unleashes a verbal roasting so severe that Nork has to cancel his social media accounts.
Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Nork then proceeds to wave his magic mace and crystallize all the adult dragons, and turn all the gems into his minions, thus beginning his assault on the 5 realms. Now, on to the story! But this little guy has heard enough to determine the best plan of action. Violence. This prepubescent pyromaniac knows just what to do when the chips are down. Gotcha. Adorable. And thus the game begins. But first... That's better. We begin our quest in the Artisan homeworld, where you free your very first dragon, Nestor, who proceeds to tell you that you must free even more dragons before getting to Nasty Nork. From there, you're left to wander about, seeking out more dragons who will offer you helpful tips to assist your journey. Or at least say thank you. You'll be assisted through your adventures by Sparks, a cute little dragonfly who follows you around collecting gems and letting you know when you've taken damage. Watch your little buddy go as he goes from full health at gold, down to blue, to green, and eventually gone when he's finally decided he's had enough. To regain your health, Sparks must consume butterflies, which are obtained by destroying fodder. Which fodder is also known as poor, helpless little animals just minding their own business. Spyro has a great learning curve. Basics are taught early on, and from then, you're expected to creatively adapt those skills to defeat new foes. The original demo of the game, these rams over here that you see, they used to be able to overpower you and you had no choice but to flame them to defeat them. But now, boom, out of here. There's even a handy-dandy look feature that allows you to zoom in for a better look at Spyro's surroundings that you will inevitably and reliably forget to use. Scan the area and you can see everything you've missed. Lots of gems and even some foes. Let's go get them. The enemies in this game have a challenge system very much like a Lollipops and Rainbows version of Dark Souls, in that you have to find their weakness and exploit it, as opposed to weighing stats against each other. If you catch my drift. It's easy enough to retrace levels and regain lives, just to watch them disappear in those later levels. Whatever baubles you get whenever you get... Oh, that wasn't worth it. Dang it. Anyways, one of the most challenging challenges of the game are the flight levels, meant to test your quick reflexes, strategic options, and reflexive capabilities, but above all, your patience. Completing the levels will leave you with an intense sense of euphoria and accomplishment, where not completing the levels will leave you with the worst case of insomnia imaginable. No, I'm not gonna make it unless I can make it. No, that's not. Wait. Damn it! Quickly, you'll learn the controls and all of Spyro's cool moves, such as Flame, which defeats almost all enemies unless they're wearing armor. Because apparently Norks are fire retardant when wearing metal. Because that's totally how metal works. I forgot to stock up on fodder. Charge! Bash your way through armored enemies and speed up your journey through the homeworlds. More than Spyro's barrel roll feature. Bet you didn't even know he could do that. Spyro can't fly, but he can glide to reach far off and even secret places. The boss fights are really where you want to put the pedal to the metal. On your way to your grand foe, making a mistake is far more crucial, as there isn't fodder to regain your health. Take Toasty, for example, whose relentless hordes of hounds and shepherds, mixed with his own tricky nature, make him a formidable foe indeed.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
Defeating Nork can give you an extreme sense of accomplishment. You've saved the dragons and brought peace to the 6 realms, thus completing Spyro the Dragon. Unless you haven't found every gem, freed every dragon, and rescued every single dragon egg. If that percentage isn't 100, you'll never know what riches are hiding in Nasty's loot, providing you with the incentive to retrace, explore, and gather what you've missed, or simply skipped over due to a particularly difficult challenge. While there are many mysteries in this game, we are fortunate enough to have sequels. However, there are some questions that just may never be answered, such as, why does Spyro even have a normal walking speed? If the Nork minions were just transformed gems, why do they cower in fear? Are the egg thieves connected to Nork? Or are they just their own independent operation? Why can Spyro float in the water when he fails the flight levels, but he takes damage everywhere else if he just steps in a puddle of water? Some things I guess we'll just never know. Or maybe this is a game designed for children, and we were never meant to look that closely at it in the first place. Also, game developers happen to be on a very tight schedule. But some things I guess we'll just never know. Fun facts! The original voice actor for Spyro the Dragon was Carlos Alasarqui, who notably did not return for the remastered versions or any other version of the game. This can likely be attributed to a gnarly game review that highly criticized Spyro's original voice for being too nasally and sounding like the Taco Bell dog, which is interesting seeing as Carlos Alasarqui also originally voiced the Taco Bell Chihuahua. It's speculated that the homeworlds are based off of the Hindu caste system, the artisans being at the low end, the beastmakers being at the middle end, and the dreamweavers being more at the higher, elevated status. Spyro's original color was meant to be green, but game developers decided to change it to purple so that he wouldn't blend in with his environments. They also likely did not want him to look too close to Disney's version of Pete's Dragon, because they definitely didn't want to get sued. If you're a fan of the band Sting, it might interest you to know that the ex-drummer and co-founder Stuart Copeland actually composed the soundtrack for the game. Whatever questions you may have, or however old you are, Spyro the Dragon is a charming world full of imagination. If you haven't played it yet, go ahead and give it a go. I rate this game 5 out of 5 peaches, for being just as fun to play as a young adult as it was when I was a young child. Thanks for joining me on this adventure of Spyro the Dragon. Hope to see you at the next game. Stay peachy. Maybe there's a peaceful solution to be found in all this. Oh, hey, Spyro. Wait. Never mind. Hey Peaches, thanks so much for watching my game review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a little like, and if you really like it and you just all your friends to see it, be sure to share it. I'm on all these other socials as well if you just need to see more, all found at BrittRachelle.com. Hope to see you again real soon. Do 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 do.